Awesome. We are live then.
Cool. I will mute now.
Yep.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Right, and are we live properly is the question. The Xbox is telling me yes. The Twitch is telling me no. Oh, hey, there we go. Twitch has finally caught up with the fact we are live. Excellent. Good evening, everybody. Hope we are all doing well. Tom will be joining us in just a moment. He's dealing with some fatherly duties. So while we are waiting for him to come back onto the comms, let's do a quick check of our resources before we begin a large construction project this evening. How is our iron supply looking? Hey, we're still pressing cobalt. That's always nice. So, only about 4 or 5 K's worth of iron. Okay, time for some more mining. More mining must happen. The ore must flow. So, let's kick this into gear. Oh, let's make sure that I am not in... Yep, cool, we're not in creativity mode. Good. I want a drill. Specifically, I want a drill there, and I want a drill there. So how is everybody's weekends going? How's our old production doing? Our production's not doing too bad. Production isn't doing too bad. Of course, we upgraded our assembler last time, didn't we? Yes, we did that right at the end of the stream last time. Which means with that up and running, we can actually get rid of that one. Let's have a look at our production. Good, nothing's actually going to the basic assembler. So let's take those out of it. Let's break that down to parts. So that our new shiny assembler can take over. And let's get... Let's get falling off the base, apparently. Oh, come on, little assembler, you can do it. Get those sped up a bit. Hey, we have drill. What do we need to get this speed module up and running? There we go, speed module up and running. Good. Alley-oop. Oh yeah, it's down here now, isn't it? What am I missing? Steel plate. Thank you, Build Planner. Every so often it just needs a reset. There we go. Getting the work done. Getting the work done. Right. So now we go and get all of our drills running. And we'll get our pistons going. Now, do I have both these pistons set? I do have both these pistons set at the right speed. Excellent. Start pushing through there quite nicely. Excellent. Right, what's the battery situation on these? So we've got about an hour left on that one. What state did Tom leave? He's in 25 minutes. Ah, his ore detector's on. That's on. Let's turn that on for a minute. Charge his batteries up. Because I'm pretty sure we've got plenty of ice, so just leave that charging for now. What's the situation for ice on my vehicle at the moment? Not too bad. I will get that scrap metal refined up. A little bit of spare material for on the road repairs. Needed that after last week, or week before last. Clear the old inventory out. Drills chewing away nicely. So, the plan for this evening, once Tom has finished his fatherly duties, is to get construction started on the rover we designed last week in our little creative build session. I am just getting some basic setup work done whilst I'm waiting for that. So things like getting some speed modules on the assembler that we have here, just to get that up and running a little bit faster. Unfortunately, we're still relying on this array of basic refineries down here to chew through our resources, so that's going to be our bottleneck, I think, is going to be how quickly we can process the stone. But we will see how it goes. We will see how it goes. This is our main resource collection at the minute, is this punch drill that we've got going. In fact, we may be ready. Maybe ready to haul this back in already. Let's have a look. Are we at 10 metres? Not. We are now at 10 metres. Excellent, excellent. So we can pull that back in. Let's queue up another. Do you reckon another 2 pistons? Yeah, we should be able to fit another 2 pistons on that. So let's grab ourselves the old build planner and go 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's going to tear through those quite nicely. How are we looking on stone? Processing. We've got about 30k backed up in there. Let's get cobalt clear of the process there. Yeah, there we are, much better. In fact, let's put all of that cobalt to one refinery for now, because we're going to need some, but we don't need that much. Slowly building those resources up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Now, I'm also going to do something that I really should have done in our very first session. Which is apparently learn to type. Actually going to queue us up a large grid ore detector and get that built on our base grid. Just to see if there's anything we've missed deep down around the base itself. The drills are almost back. Doing that extra little bit of work on the way home, so to speak. Right. So yeah, we for those that didn't catch the stream last week, Tom designed himself a nice large mobile mining rig. So the plan is going to be that we are going to extend off of the edge of our base here and then build the mining rig sort of hanging off the base over here so we can cheekily recharge the batteries off of our wind turbines. That is the plan. How well we do with that plan remains to be seen, but that is the current plan. I'm also thinking that we could probably do with a little bit more storage for what we're about to attempt. So let's queue up another cargo. Get another small cargo container queued up here, just getting our infrastructure ready. So, now, what I'm going to do, just to get as much depth on this as we can... we are no longer generating power. Priorities just changed, everybody. Priority just changed. We're going to need one of those. How many are we left from our blender? Ah, just the one of the blender. Okay. Roger that. So we will grab that and get the final part of our blender tower. Now you tell me you pulled everything, game. What have you pulled the parts for? Right, now that Build Planner isn't giving me random 20 steel plates. Oh, I'm about to go splat.
Fuel low.
Oh, that sounds like a Tom returning.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I am here. It's very dark
Excellent.
outside.
It is a little bit on the dark side out there, as should be appropriate with us two streaming, really.
Well, yeah, it should.
Right, I've just been doing some basic, we'll call it housekeeping while you've been away.
Yep.
So, I've just run the drill punch down the hole a second time,
Cool.
with a full drill head this time.
Oh, we have all 4. Let's go down here. Oh, these will hurt.
We have
me.
all
I haven't
5.
got them. Did they hurt me?
Yes.
I won't go down
Yeah.
there.
I do not recommend sticking face in drill.
Oh, it's very dark.
Yes, it is very dark.
That's better.
I was more concerned with the fact that I just checked our battery and we were depleting the battery with the drills, the refineries, and the assembler all running.
Oh, okay.
So I've just added the final blade to our blender. But next thing we might need to, or next time we have power issues, we basically take the top blender off, poke that tower another 10 blocks taller, and build another cross.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It makes life interesting flying, though, around here. I will warn you that much.
That's all right. Just won't fly around there.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. What I'm also about to do is cut a small hole in the floor to hide another storage container.
Are we running out of room?
We aren't yet, but we are just about to start a massive construction project whilst we're doing a load of mining.
Oh, okay.
So I can see us running out of room soon, even if we haven't just yet.
What the hell?
You're right.
I think I died.
I don't know, I just got a weird lag spike.
Yeah, I died.
Oh no, that's not good.
I don't know what I died of. I didn't exactly fall very far.
No idea. Your body is in the hole with the drills, but the drills are off, so...
Mine tells me it's up here.
I can see your
I've just
body
got-
down here in the hole.
Maybe it did lag then, because I just had
Yes.
it at the top.
Yeah, your backpack is where I'm standing.
Yeah. How bizarre.
So, I believe that may have been a lag spike. Let's have a quick...
They don't have
Your
anything on me.
ping's not too bad. Well, all your tools would have been in there, but I can't remember if I left spawn with tools on or not.
I have tools.
Ah, good, I did leave that on.
I will take... How do I move things quickly?
There is no move things quickly. You just have to select each item and click with A.
Cool, no, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing anything silly.
Yeah, no, there isn't. Unfortunately, there is not a fast way of shifting inventories on Xbox.
Cool. I'll leave the tools there because I've got tools, so that's fine.
Actually, I'm going to nick those tools because what we'll do is we will put them in your survival rover just in case.
Oh, okay.
We will put them in the storage on your bike.
That makes sense.
Just in case we end up out somewhere and one of us has either dumped a tool or loses tools somehow. Right, the only other change since you were on here is if you look at our assembler that we built, you'll notice it has some green things sticking out the side of it.
Well, those things up there.
Yes,
Cool. What are they?
we now have speed modules.
Oh. I remember we were talking about those, yes.
Yes, yeah, which means that our assembler is running faster. If I just bring the control panel up, we are now running at 3,000 or 300% efficiency.
Nice.
So we have 2 speed modules up and running. We can fit 2 more modules on this if we want to. But I'm reluctant to put any more speed on at the minute because it's going to have a detrimental effect on power usage.
No, that's fair.
So we're balancing at the moment. Right. I think what we need to do is get on with our little project of getting your mining vehicle built.
Cool.
So I would suggest pulling your bike off to the side, roughly where mine is, because that will give us a nice clear area to build in.
Ooh. Forgot these things don't stop very quickly.
No, they're not very good at the whole stopping thing.
Boink! Da-da-da. Go!
Right. So, what we're going to want to do is off of... if we do it on the... If you come and join me at the refineries. And here.
Coming!
You see we've got a gap between the bottom of the speed module and the conveyors for the refineries.
What, this gap under here?
No, the one above. So above that conveyor you were just on. So that gap in there.
This gap?
Yeah. I think if we put an armour block in there and then run a row of blocks, say 10 unwelded blocks, just put them out in a bar, and then we'll build the vehicle off of that. That should get us high enough off the ground, but still keep us connected to the grid for cheating and recharging the batteries off of the wind turbines.
Okay.
Because what we're going to do is, if you start welding those up, or start placing those down, we're not going to weld those armour blocks up, we're just using them as scaffolding essentially. So if you get that all placed down, go out about 10. Once you've done that, I'll show you how to set up a projector on the end of it. And then once we've done that, you can get... Have you got steel plates?
No. Do I need some steel
That'd
plates?
be why. Yes,
So
each one of those will require one steel plate to place. So what I would do is just have one out, because a single one of those blocks takes 25 steel plates to build.
Right.
So if you just pull the components for one, you'll be fine.
How do I pull the component? Do I have to just go into it?
So if you just have an armour block floating in front of you,
Which I do.
look at a cargo access point.
Yep.
And then you do right bumper and select. Remember to pull items from your inventory.
Yep.
And that should pull the materials for that steel armour, and then you can just carry on. Once we've got the projection out, I'm going to leave you building that whilst I run the drill and, you know, make sure we've got resources flowing in, basically. Because we are going to be chewing through a lot of iron and nickel and all sorts of stuff building this.
Okay, that's all set out.
Excellent. Right. If you now go into your... I believe it's your production on your build menu. Yep, production and logistics. And about... Yep, build menu. Production and medical. There we are. And at about the 4 o'clock, you've got a projector.
Yep.
Now, you're going to need a steel plate to place that, and then you'll need to weld it up properly. Projectors have a facing in this game. So, come out and join me on your scaffolding, and I'll show you how to place these things. Or, I say show, I'll talk you through how to place these things.
Ah!
No, up here, not down there.
Fell off.
So you did. Right. So, if you've got the projector out in front of you...
Yep.
If you rotate through it, you'll notice that on one facing it's got a cross drawn on it, and on the other side it's got a straight bar up and down. In the little ticks around the light. Just for the benefit of stream, I will pull one up on my end as well. So,
Oh, I see.
Have
So
you
there's
have you found?
the cross
Yeah, have you
top
found
and
the
bottom, and the other
ticks?
side has got like an angle bits going across it, and the other ones haven't got anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've got most of the faces are blank. You've got one with a cross, and then you've got one with 2 ticks in a line, basically. So,
Yep.
yep, the cross is the top of the projector. The
Right.
straight up and down is the front of the projector. Just so you can orientate things properly. So you want the cross on top, and you want
Fuel
the
low.
lines facing away from the base.
Fuel critical.
But they're opposite each other.
One should be on top, and the other one should be 90 degrees away from it.
Oh, I think I see it. Right. So
Get the cross on top, that's the important one. And once you've got the cross on top, you need to have the dashes away from you.
I think I've got it.
Right, there's an easy way I can make sure that you have. If I do that, if I temporarily give myself creative, so what I'll do is I'll place one and then I'll delete it. So
Okey-dokey.
I've stuck one to the side of the base here. So that's the orientation you're looking at. If you come and fly across the front, you'll see the up and down. See those ticks?
Yep, I've got it. That's exactly the same as what I've got.
Awesome. So now we build it legit.
Do I just place it on the top of the end?
Yep, you want it on the top, because don't forget you're going to need to grind a block away, and we might leave this projector here for future construction.
Right.
So you do that. And the other important thing that I would suggest people do if they're ever building a projector is put a button panel down somewhere that you can set up to turn off said projector. Because unfortunately projectors in Space Engineers do have a tendency to lag things. So what I'm doing is right next to your fridge I have built an on-off button for the projector.
It is 100%.
Excellent.
And I think I've got it.
Is it now
facing-
red?
It is now red.
Excellent, the on-off button works. Right. That does very much look like you've got it facing the correct direction.
Woo!
Right, next challenge, load the blueprint.
Okay. How do I do
So, you will need to go somewhere where you can get to the control panel for that projector.
that? There's a control panel.
So,
there?
no, it does not have a control panel on it at all. So you need to go and either jump in your cryopod or find one of the blue access panels on the base.
Blue access panel.
Little blue the
Number
little
pad.
blue number pads.
Yep.
You then go and find your projector in the control panel.
Go and find my. Where would it be?
It's alphabetical in the control panel.
Oh right, I have projector 2. That must be it.
That'll be the one because it's the second one that's been placed on this grid.
Yep.
So if you select the projector and then go into the middle panel,
Yes. Ah,
you will
blueprints.
see. Yep, there you go. So you will see that there is a blueprints button. If you click that, it will load your blueprints menu, which for you should be nice and fast. Hey, there we go.
Multiple
Right.
grids are not supported. Only the largest
That's-
grid will be used.
That's warning you that you've got wheels and you've got a piston rig as part of the projection.
Right.
Now, if you come outside now, you will notice that your projection isn't quite where we want it to be.
No.
So, what we're going to have to do here, and this is where having 2 players is incredibly helpful, because what we're going to do is one of us, probably me, is going to be in the control panel,
Yep.
And we have the ability to move the blueprint around.
Oh, okay.
What I'm also going to do is turn keep projection on. I'll explain that in a second. So, what we will start with is getting it facing the right direction.
Yep.
So I have access to pitch, yaw and roll at this point.
Right, it's currently on... It's the back of it.
Yeah, we're not far off. We just need to spin it through 90.
Yes.
So, let's see what this one does.
Ooh, no,
How we... Did
I
we go
think
the right way or the wrong way?
that was the wrong 90.
The wrong 90, so we want the other 90. How's that?
That looks good to me.
That looks very good, actually.
I think that's pretty much on the mark.
Okay. Right, so what we need to look at now is part of the projection is inside your scaffolding.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to push it forwards.
Right.
Just to make sure that we can build everything.
Oh, I can see the thing. I think it needs to go forward to 2
So-
blocks.
How are we looking?
I'm going to safely climb down so I don't hurt myself.
You have a jetpack, Tom.
Yeah, but it's running out. I need to refill it.
Ah, right.
I mean, that's not touching any of them yet. There's probably a block between them, maybe 2.
That's fine because we can just put another scaffolding down.
Yep.
And what I want to check... Right, we're going to have issues on this side with wheels and the ground.
Okay. Does it need to go higher?
So that is our 2 options. We can either jack it up, which would be my suggestion, or we can excavate the ground.
I think jacking it up will be a lot easier.
I think you are correct. So we're going to need to go up about 6 blocks to get clearance for our 5x5 wheels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That
Loads
should
higher.
give us enough clearance
That's
for the
loads
wheels.
higher. Yeah, loads of them. I mean,
Yep.
that's probably...
Right.
If we construct it there, it will probably fall onto the floor.
Well, it won't fall anywhere until we cut it loose from the station.
Okay.
So now we extend our scaffolding up so that it joins part of that chassis.
Dee-dee-dee. And
So
then
some more steel plate.
that one. Oh, I have to go withdraw some more. Oh, stop it. Keep forgetting there's not a sprint button.
Yep. Your sprint button is your jetpack. The good news is, where I added that extra cargo container, we now have a cargo access underneath, down here.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the reasons I put it where I put it. Because you now have underneath cargo access. So yeah, you just need to build a spur up. You know what,
Oh.
I'm going to make your life easier. Stop there, I'm going to drop it down another block or 2. Because that is a little excessive. I may have got carried away with my projection height there. So let's...
The stuff doesn't last very long, does it?
1, 2. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, so from where you are, you just need to go straight out, and you'll notice that when your scaffolding makes contact with the projection will change colour to tell you that it's a buildable block.
Okay.
So you just need to go forward a couple of blocks. I would say about 3. Yeah, you can't build underneath yourself very easily like you can in Minecraft and stuff like that. You're gonna have to jetpack it out. 2, 3.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I'll catch that one
Sorry.
for you.
Language. Language.
That's alright. That's alright. There you go. So, have you noticed those 2 blocks have now changed colour?
Yes.
That means they are now ready for us to weld.
Okay.
Which means what I'm going to do now is put the projector into show only buildable mode. Because what that will do is 1, reduce lag, and 2, means we can see exactly what's ready to be built.
Cool.
And all of a sudden it doesn't look quite so impressive.
Yeah, he's gone. He's disappeared.
Yep. Now, all we do now is just left click with your welder to add stuff to your build queue, go and queue it up, and start building.
I need to get
anyone
back up
that
there,
is...
don't I?
Yes, you will. It may even be worth building a ramp up to that height, just out of scaffolding. Depending on how often you want to refill your hydrogen tanks.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing for the benefit of anyone on stream
No,
is
it won't let me,
wondering...
won't let me withdraw from the conveyor.
No, you can't do it from conveyors, you can only do it from cargo, which is why I put that cargo pod down the bottom there.
Oh, that one that...
So, if you-
okay.
Yeah, you found it now. I
Yeah.
can see where you are. So, I am currently in the control panel for the projector. Once you've got your blueprint loaded, it will tell you how many blocks and what type of blocks are remaining. So, what I'm going to do is we've got a couple of what I'll call large ticket items on here. Specifically, I'm thinking our cargo containers, because we didn't put any resource harvesting on here. So, main, bulk items we're going to have to build. We've got 18 batteries to build, and we've got 9 large cargo containers. We're also going to have to build just shy of 330 armour blocks. So, to get that kicked off, I'm going to queue up 300 light armour blocks.
What?
So, whoa, no, not 3,000, thank you, game. There we go. So, we've got our steel plate going.
Ah, so close. Need some more computerized bits, apparently.
Yep, so some of it you will just have to keep queuing up. I did try and get us a bit of a backlog, but right. Now the other thing that is very important that I get done is that I get the drills moved. We are going to need this.
Inventory full.
Ah! Ouch.
Now, to make sure that we don't have an accident and end up in a situation where we can't rebuild our drills, I'm actually going to put the materials for 2 of these drills in the back of my scout bike. Ah, Doverkin, good evening. Glad you could join us. I'm going to put the materials for 2 of our drills in the back of my scout bike so that we've always got those to hand. And earlier on I queued up the materials for 2 drills. So hopefully we haven't entirely burnt through those, but I suspect we might have.
Why did you do that?
Either that or Build Planner is not letting me pull through multiple grids. Build Planner is not letting me pull through multiple grids. Excellent. Well done, Build Planner. 1, 2. How goes construction?
Uh,
Getting the hang of it?
oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Up and running. So we need some of that. Some of that. Do I still have the second piston? No. So we'll get that going. Right. So yeah. Yeah, you focus on building the drill rig. I'll focus on keeping you supplied with materials to keep that going.
It won't let me do that bit.
If you get any problems, just yell and I will come over and try and assist.
Yeah, it's just time consuming.
It is very time consuming. If we had a few more resources, I would actually suggest building a welding vehicle to assist us with this construction project. But we're building this to get resources, so...
Yeah.
Catch-22 on that one, unfortunately.
I keep pressing the wrong button and it keeps losing what I had on the build menu.
You'll get there. And I'm going to see what... Right, okay, that's what I was afraid of. We're already having problems with our iron supply. So I need to get these drills up pronto. Because the last thing we want is going back to hand mining.
Yeah, I can't. It's telling me I can't make anything else at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, we are out of iron. So what I'm going to do is move the bit I need to get the drill back up.
And jetpack fuel does not last very long, does it?
It unfortunately doesn't. Yeah, and we are also out of processed stone, so...
Are we going to have to change the direction of this? It's all gone. You're changing the direction, aren't you?
I'm doing nothing.
Where's all the drills gone?
I'm in the process of rebuilding them.
Oh, okay.
As I suspected, with 2 build projects going at the same time, resources get eaten fast. So, I'm just...
Would it be worth me going out and doing some hand resource hunting? If we're after iron.
That will be something we might need to do, but for now, I need a very small amount of material, and I can get 2 drills up and running, because the materials for 2 of those drills I put in the back of my scout vehicle, rather than putting them into storage.
Okay.
So that the parts didn't get lost. So, I grab a drill. And grab a drill. We should have the parts for the second one in the Scout Rover. So as I said, we're really going to need 1 on resource collection, 1 on building for this.
What is this?
What is what?
In the hole, there's something on the end here.
Yes, was beginning some local ore scouting, shall we say.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I have not done my inertial tensors on my pistons. Much better, less shaky. Right. These are going to want to be... Zero point zero 0.05. So we're now across 4 pistons. So we'll get that going. got the material ready for another one. Right. So what I'm doing here, stream, is I'm just pulling these pistons back. Now we've got the resources to get third drill in before we get too far. So I want to try and keep all 4 drills on this drill rig, if I can manage it. Now, normally, I would have a rotor in this and have things spinning. However, resources are a little tight. Ah, I'm getting moved. I'm guessing that's a Tom.
Shh. No, it wasn't.
Of course it wasn't. Right. Oh, well that doesn't help refinery. Why are you refining cobalt? Oh. We had 15k stone backed up in a refinery because it had gone through all of the stone, so it was back to refining cobalt again.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find the steel, some more iron. I know there's more in here while we're doing that.
Yep.
Anything to help speed up the process.
Oh yeah, this is always going to be a long job.
Picking up a lot of stone though.
Yes, yeah, I mean stone is not the most efficient way of gathering resources, but it's what we've got at this point. So
Yeah. It's the grey
Yeah, have
marks
our
I'm
third-
particularly looking for, isn't it?
Oh, are you out and about?
No, I'm in a different hole.
Ah, right. It doesn't make any difference when you're mining stone, just the deeper the better.
Oh, okay. I will keep going down then.
Well, I'm just about to get our 4th drill back up and running. So I'm about to punch the drill forward again.
That's right, I'm nowhere near where the drillers.
Good. I was more thinking it's about to ingest a large amount of stone.
Is that top one? Oh, okay.
I was just running back for parts. Right.
I love the way
I'm now
it
going to
wobbles.
ride my, and I'm now going to ride my drills to victory. And off we go.
The world is moving.
It is indeed moving. Right. And if we now do a quick stone check. In the inventory. Stone is coming in fairly well.
Cool.
Are the refineries keeping up with it right now? Yeah, the refineries are actually keeping on top of things at the moment. That might change in a second, because we're still just sort of chiselling out the bits that the previous drill missed. We're about to hit a new stone face here, so...
Now I can see.
Oh, you're on the
Go,
opposite side to me, yeah.
Eat. Eat
So-
that rock.
There we go. I can now see the voxel starting to distort. So let's see. There we go. We're now getting big numbers of stone coming in. I mean, we've got 15,000 kilograms in that one, 15,000 in that one, 17,000 in that one, and 24,000 in that one. I think we might be okay for a little bit.
Is that all of the pistons extended? Did you add an extra piston?
I added an extra 2,
Oh, okay.
and no, there's one piston that I haven't got extended at the minute.
Oh, okay. Well, because otherwise it would extend too fast.
Call it insurance.
Right.
In theory, it should be fine.
Look at it go. Right, okay. Anyway, I need to construct.
Yep.
Ah,
Yes. The longer this goes, the wobblier it gets. What eventually ends up happening is, to prevent lots of wobble and therefore piston breakage, I tend to extend the conveyors down, build a little support strut, and then replace it with pistons.
that's fair enough.
Right, let's fire this last piston.
Well, it's made all the plates I needed now.
Excellent.
Why didn't...
What's the matter?
No, it didn't build all of the things I needed.
I mean, you've got 1,000 steel plates in storage.
Okay, so why didn't it withdraw them?
What's in your build planner?
The bit that I'm trying to build. It's that corner bit. Oh, I'll click it again.
Ah! Are you building conveyors?
Is
They
that-
don't use steel plate, they use interior plate.
Yeah, interior plate.
Yeah, we don't have interior plate queued up,
Okay.
so you'll need to order some. Easiest thing to do is left click on the component you need built, and then use left bumper and select to add it to the production queue.
Left bumper and select.
Yeah, and it should say components added to production.
All components successfully
Yep,
put into
yep.
production.
Yeah, and I've just seen it put 40 odd interior plate into production.
Okay. I've just got to wait for it now.
I'm just sorting that out for you. Your interior plate is done.
Cool. All components were successfully withdrawn.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Uh-oh. Lester. I know. God, that fuel does not last very long. Yeah, I know I've run out.
Welcome to Space Engineers. Constant battle of, are my fuel tanks full?
Okay, now it's telling me I can't withdraw any more interior plates, although it... Fine. All components have been successfully put into production. Just go make...
Yeah, it's probably still chewing through steel plates and various other odds and ends,
That's alright.
because it just adds it to the end of the production queue. We've got 202,000 stone sitting in a cargo container.
Oh, okay. Is that good or bad?
That's a lot of stone. I mean, it's had to put 13,000 in your cryo chamber because it didn't have anywhere else to put it.
Yeah.
So, I would say that we're doing okay for the minute. I might actually, yeah, I think I would draw the, are all of the pistons extended? Yeah, I think all the pistons are extended anyway, so... Yep. So, I can withdraw those.
Do, 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 do. What do you mean it's empty? Oh, do I have to do that each time?
Do what each time?
Add to the build plate
For
each time.
For each block that you need, you have to add it separately to the build planner.
It's going to take forever.
You can store up to 8 blocks at a time in your build planner. If you're just building steel plate or armour blocks, all I would do is grab a load of steel plate manually and do it that way, because all armour blocks take, if you're building light armour anyway, all armour blocks take is steel plate. So
Right, where is my steel plate?
it will be in a cargo container somewhere.
Conveyor. That's underneath, isn't it? Keep forgetting about the one
Yeah.
under there.
It's all in the assembler actually.
I got steel plates there, so withdraw all of those. That's 14, which isn't enough. Which one's the
Yeah.
assembler?
Well, you can get to it from any cargo.
Oh,
If
okay.
you right-click your list or click the right thumbstick in, and it gives you all of the cargo on the grid. And you can just scroll through it until you find steel plate. We've got 1,500 of it sat in the assembler.
Where is the assembler? Ah, assembler.
The assembler is the thing sticking out the top.
Is it called? Is it the assembler 2?
Yes, it is assembler 2.
And it's the most I can carry. Basically, it puts me on weight. Is that correct? Yes. Right.
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna
Right.
make it. I'm not gonna make it. Ouch. Yes, I
Did you
know.
just go splat?
Nearly. It hurt me a little bit. I wasn't too fussed about that.
Fair enough.
I'm more worried about my H2O. Still getting used to this flying with the jetpack thing.
Yeah, you'll get there. Right. We now have an antenna at base, so we can always see where base is. Unfortunately, the ore detector that I also put on the base hasn't picked up any nearby ore patches. So, unfortunately, we've not got anything within 150 metres. So, to save us a bit of power, I'm going to remove that particular ore detector,
No, don't do that.
because we're going to need to build one anyway on the new mining rig, so we've got the parts. Good news is we're not running out of power yet.
Hey.
Just checked, and our batteries are actually recharging, even with all the building, mining, etc. going. So, right, how are we doing? Drills are all withdrawn. How are we getting through our stone? Still got 200,000 of it in storage. So let's turn those drills off for a minute.
I've run out of steel plates apparently.
I would be
But I haven't.
surprised. Yeah, there's still 1,100 of it in storage.
No, on me, but I'm still building.
Oh, on you.
Oh,
Don't scare me like that.
it's the mixture of heavy armor and non-heavy armor.
Right. You can choose to ignore the heavy armor part of it and just build it with light instead.
How on earth do I do that?
You literally just place light armor blocks instead of heavy.
Oh, okay. I've already been...
It's up to you.
Although part of me is thinking that I actually might have run out on me.
Because what we've got to bear in mind is heavy armor plate uses metal grids,
Yes.
which uses cobalt. Doesn't use a lot of cobalt, but I don't remember how many metal grids you've got in that construction of yours. Because I mean, we've got enough cobalt to do it if you want to, I think is the response. We've got a couple of thousand cobalt.
But what I'll do is I'll try and build as much as I can without... where's my steel plate? Steel plate. Nothing but two.
I mean, we are actually getting to the point where I'm tempted to stick down another pair of basic refinery and cargo conveyor. Just to speed things along a little.
How is... I stopped. Oh,
What did you stop?
ouch. I stopped using the jetpack and it was still going down. Like, stop it! Stop it!
Yeah. Alright.
How have I run out of steel
And-
plate already?
And we have another refinery up and running. There's still 500 of it in the assembler. I'm gonna queue you up. Okay, that's a little more than I need, thanks game.
I
Drop
have
that down to
taken the
about-
last of the steel plate.
Yeah, I've just queued up another 3,000 steel plate.
Ooh, come on. Come on.
Because we're still sitting on a large quantity of stone here.
Yeah, the heavy armor also uses more steel plate.
Yes, it will. That's why it's heavy. The clue is unfortunately in the name on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I remember. Hey, your batteries are charging. I've just put both of the scout bike's batteries on charge.
Oh, okay.
Running the hydrogen engine so they're fully powered up.
We ain't got no more steel plates left.
It's working on it.
Oh, there it is. I found some.
There we go. I mean, I'm not worried just yet. We've still got 200,000 stone in one of our containers that hasn't been processed.
Oh. And I ran out. And my energy's low as well.
Right.
Do do do.
There you go. You now have some construction access.
I have some construction access.
You don't have to fly up every time now.
Oh, that could be
You have a ramp. You have a ramp.
Oh. Oh, Kitty's being stupid.
Now, one thing I have noticed is that we need to put a survival kit on both our base and also on that rover. And we currently do not have any silver at all. So, what we do, however, have is a GPS for some silver, 7 kilometers away.
No!
So I'm going to leave you drilling for a building for a moment, while I quickly run out and grab some silver.
Cool.
Let's just take a cruise. Shouldn't take us long to get there. Try not to hit the indestructible trees. I really wish you could build vehicles out of whatever the trees are made of in this game. I don't think you've had the pleasure of hitting one at high speed yet, have you, Tom?
Don't know.
Oh, you'd have known.
I have hit some trees at high
Because
speed.
if you hit the proper trees, not the little sort of dead bushes that you get, but the proper actual trees, it will just stop your vehicle dead in its tracks.
Oh, okay.
The tree will also go flying, but your vehicle will stop dead in its tracks. Well, as I'm trucking along here, did you enjoy getting back to your first convention yesterday, Mr. Tom?
Oh, yes, very much so. That was very much needed.
Very much so. So for the benefit of chat, myself and Tom are part of a large group of cosplayers that cosplay an Imperial Guard regiment from Warhammer 40,000. And we were lucky enough to find an outdoors convention that's still running in the UK, because we're still under some restrictions due to the plague that's going around. And we finally, for the first time in 18 months, managed to get outside to a convention. And I think we all needed it.
Oh yeah, very much so. It was so good to get back out there. Do things, see people.
Yes. Now, before anyone worries, we were still sensible about it. There were masks everywhere. People were actually pretty good about keeping distance most of the time, which was pleasant. But yeah, it was just a very, very nice day to see people and catch up with friends.
Yeah.
I didn't realise, but that when we went yesterday, it was actually sold out tickets-wise.
Was it?
They had managed. Yeah, they had managed to sell out Thursday. They sold out.
Nice.
So it was a capacity day, which I think was fairly good.
It was quite a
Makes
lot
it
of
even
people there.
better. Yeah, it makes it even better that people were respecting the rules and being sensible.
Okay, I'm building faster than this thing can produce steel plate at the moment.
If it's struggling to keep up, feel free to put a extra speed module on one side of it.
You're expecting me to know how to do that?
I'm expecting to talk you through how to do that. So, under your production and medical tab in the build planner, or in your build menu,
Yep.
at the 3 o'clock position, it will say speed module.
Yep.
Place one of those on one of the sides of the assembler. Doesn't matter which side.
Is that the big
It
thing
has
up
to
on
be
top?
directly on. Yep, that's the thing sticking out the top.
Okay. Okay.
And it'll sort itself out after that. You literally just build it. And I'm in diggy diggy hole mode.
So far away. Ah! I've got a float there again, which means I need to refuel.
This is why we filled those bikes up with ice when we had the chance.
Yeah.
Because you go through the fuel on this. We do not have the luxury of ice lakes like we would on Earth, like. Ooh, that looks like a maiden town silver. Nope, not quite yet. Come on, I'm 5 meters away. How have I not found the silver yet? Hey, there it is. Finally at the silver. Hey. How are we doing? Eh, not too bad. I'm starting to think new and better tools might be on our list of things we need to worry about.
Oh, so close. So close to being functional. Actually, I think it is functional. It needs to be 100% though, doesn't it?
No, it just needs to be functional. It going up to 100% just means it can take more damage.
Okay.
As long as it says it's functional, then you're good to, it's functionally usable as part of the vehicle.
It's just over that blue line.
Yeah, so that should be fine. I mean,
Okay.
what block is it?
What block?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What type of thing are you building?
The speed
Is
module.
it just armour?
The speed
Oh,
module.
that. Yeah, that's fine then. Don't worry about 100%ing that.
Okay.
Blimey. Yeah. Just get that to functional and it'll be good. The lights will go green and then you'll be fine.
There are no lights on it at the moment. It's not done the completion.
Oh. Well, I'm on my way back with some silver, so...
Oh, yes please.
I'm hoping that 1,000 silver.
It says it
Is
cannot
enough.
withdraw 45 computers. Why on earth do I need 45 computers?
Because they are,
Oh
I'm
Christ, it does
assuming,
need it. I've misread
a
what that said.
component.
I thought it said it wanted 20.
Ah, there we are. Would you say that you failed a perception test, Tom?
No.
'Cause that would be on brand for you.
Why are you not? Why?
I'm
are
on my
you-
way back anyway. Let's get back to base. I'd forgotten how fast these vehicles are over broken terrain.
I can't even see how you build computers on here.
They are in the production menu. They're not in, you won't find a computer as a thing in your build planner. You know, in the actual build wheel, you'll have to go into the conveyor and order it manually. So if you go into the inventory on the base,
Yep.
tab over until you're in the production tab.
Yep.
And if you go down, you should see in the grid on the left hand side computers, and you can either order them singly, by 10, by 100, or by 1,000.
Oh, there it is.
Hiding?
Hold LB for 10. It's red.
That means we do not have the material for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, we don't have any iron ingots.
That would be what we're missing then. That either means we've completely run out of stone, or we're going to have to punch the drills out again.
Excuse me.
So I'm just coming back with the silver. 500 meters away and closing fast.
Thank you.
Right, and there we go.
Oh,
We are back.
it's better.
We are back. Let's grab the silver out of here. Ooh, we have some stone. Let's grab that out of here. Nothing else of any use, so let's grab all of that. Chuck that in there, and let's see what our stone situation is. And it's all gone! Guess what that means?
We need to do some more drilling.
Yep.
Okay. I will continue to drill into my hole then.
Because what we are going to need to do is build a couple more pistons. I'm making sure we don't lose the parts for the drills by sticking them in my bike again.
Yeah, don't do that. Might need them. Oh, excuse me.
Well, the risk is if I don't stick them in the bike, we could end up using the parts to build something else. So, like that. Normally I'd be fancy and do a detachable drill head where we just leave it down the hole, pull the pistons back, add new pistons, reattach and carry on, but that's for when we've got time. So, do we have materials for a piston? We do. Do we have it for a second piston? We do.
I'm just dumping stone in there at the moment.
Excellent.
I know I don't work as quickly as the drills do, but
Anything helps. Anything helps. So, let's get that up and running. Let's get that up and running. And then we're going to need one of those. And one of those. Ah, I think I see the problem with the speed module. I was not clear with my instructions.
oh, okay.
We will rectify that in just a moment. Yes, I forgot to mention that they only attach a specific way round.
All right. Okay.
But let's get the drill up and running first.
Yes, I remembered something. Inventory full.
Ah! Fell down a hole. Right, that's that there. No, not another one, another one of those. Right. One there. One there. One there. And one there. Excuse me, build planner. I am very certain that I added some drills to that. Thank you very much. That's better.
I do love the way this game
Right.
glitches sometimes.
Oh yes. Oh, I forgot something important there. I forgot something important there.
What did you forget?
Pistons, share inertial tensor.
Ooh.
Ow! I just broke my brain on the roof.
Ouch.
But the pistons don't wobble anymore.
Yay!
It did like 2 points of damage, it's all fine.
I think my
Note to
biggest
self,
problem at the
when you're
moment-
about to stop a wobbling piston from wobbling, don't stand on it.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be good. Oh, thank you, my
That's
lovely.
the problem. Right.
There's my exit, so that's that way.
Grab some more parts. That put on. Just turning these drills on as they're finished, so they're shaving a tiny little bit of extra stone into the system. There we go, everything withdrawn.
Does using the drill take up energy?
Yes. Yeah, all of your hand tools run off of your suit's battery.
That's why I keep running out of energy then.
Yes, indeed it is. Which reminds me, okay, let's get these pistons set. Now we've got a lot of pistons going. And our velocity is now going to have to be... what are we looking at? 0.05 should do us. That's just going to slowly scrape its way along now. Oh, I should have put a lot more pistons on that. I can put a lot more pistons on that. Right. Ooh, that's a lot of steel plate you're building there, sir.
Good old admin.
You're right there.
Yeah, I just had to do a quick bit of admin while I was having a momentary break.
It is absolutely fine.
I have been a busy bunny today.
Anything interesting?
Oh, it was aftermath of earlier on.
Fine. Fine. What I'm doing is preemptively stacking up the components needed for some more pistons. We're almost about to get to our new spot.
Ooh, hey, ooh.
You're right there.
Something was going on. Yes, okay, it's fine. Excuse me.
Alright. Nearly there.
Oh, of course, yeah. Basically, if I just keep getting steel plates...
And you can just keep on welding.
Yep. Steel plate.
Right. And ready for next time we have to pull the drill back. I've got 2 pistons worth of materials already stored in the bike.
Nice. Don't like it very much, Matt.
What's that?
Oh, I keep dropping back.
We have got a lot going on. We've got pistons extending, we've got projectors going, we've got 2 of us running around, we've got build planning going, but we're asking a lot of the game.
Yeah.
We're into our last half hour. This evening.
I just
That
realised I've
was
done
never
something very
going to
silly.
be. That was never going to be a quick build.
No. And I've just realised I've done something very silly.
Oh, what have you done?
I've built the top layer.
You haven't built the bottom layer.
Oh.
Well, fortunately the bottom layer, if I remember correctly, had some hollow space in it.
Hmm?
And you should be able to get to it from underneath if you really need to. But yeah, I would suggest that you start building from the bottom, perhaps.
Stop.
Oh, your mic has gone very strange, Tom.
Everything's going very strange at the moment.
Fair enough. Your mic is now sounding much better. Oh, well that's a new problem.
What?
Care to join me down the mining hole?
Oh, we've run out of mountain.
Yeah. I mean,
We
I
have a
suppose
tunnel.
it was inevitable. We do now have a tunnel, yes.
It's still going as well.
Yes, it will be. It's got probably another 10 metres or so to keep going. Not that there's much point of that going.
That's quite funny.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we were going to get there eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, let's wipe it back down the bore of the tunnel then.
You turn the drills off.
No, because they'll collect a little bit more on their way back.
It just means I need to move out of the lane.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
We've got a reasonable backlog of stone in the system. We've got another 203k of it in a storage container. So we've got the materials to build an alternative drill. But yeah, we have successfully punched a hole clean through the mountain.
It's a shame we can't just like shunt it over.
I mean, that's more or less what I'm going to attempt to do. Actually, to be honest, what I might end up doing is aiming it downwards.
Yeah.
Taking it into that tunnel a little way and aiming down. So we'll give that a minute while it comes back.
Excuse me. Can you not? No, 'cause it's got the drills on it.
What's that?
Save that as a blueprint so you can just build it easily.
The trouble is, the blueprint at the end would be an absolute pain to project because you'd have to attach the projector to the end of the piston.
Oh, of course you would. Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunately.
It's a shame you can't just like save something as a thing to build.
Yeah. Well,
That
what
you
I
don't need to
normally
project, you just know that that is an object.
Yeah. What I normally do with my drill heads is I'll actually make it so that it's detachable, so that you literally leave it down a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going to fix your speed module. That was what I was going to do. Oh, you were so close as well. Just seeing how close you were to finishing it.
Yeah, I just need some more computer components.
Yep.
But I didn't have. There was none made at the time.
No.
What's this? as a random
What?
landing gear?
That is nothing for you to be concerned about.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing for you to be concerned about. You saw nothing.
Okay. Stay away from that then.
There we go, speed module in. We now have 3 of them.
Cool. Ooh. Sorry, I'm also eating my dinner at the same time.
Yeah, I had noticed. I had noticed.
Like, I haven't eaten. I really should.
Yes, dinner is helpful. Possibly not the greatest sound in the world, but it's necessary.
It's all gone. It's all gone. Finished. Right. Right, how on earth do I get to the underside of this now? I'm just going to have to build it, aren't I?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do I have enough thingies on me to start?
No. Back to the original plan. This is a bad plan.
Excuse me. So now in theory, to put here, here.
Oh, I am not having any luck with this thing dropping at the minute. Right. Can we go flat? Thank you. So what we're going to do is just build a couple of those up like that. Right.
I'm now onto the section where it's mainly light armor. Light armor
Okay.
blocks. So it's going a lot quicker now.
Good, good, good.
No, why did you do that? You son of a biscuit.
That sounds very much
Move.
like Space Engineers is being Space Engineers.
Decided to build a top block.
Ah, yes, you get that with projections. They get very funny about what they're building and where. How are we doing on the stone front? And we're tearing through it. I think we might be maybe needing that extra drill sooner than later.
Ah, I've run out of steel plate. Doing well though.
Yeah. Right. I think we're going to need to redirect that drill. So let's tear the old one apart. Right, and again I'm going to put the material for this inside the bike, just so that we don't risk losing the drills.
It's looking a bit more substantial.
Excellent.
Viewer low. Inventory full.
Do backwards and forwards. Right, so that's all of the functional bits of the drill itself out.
Excuse me.
I'm going to try and pack a few of these pistons away as well. In fact, let's do the ever so sensible thing of standing on the piston that you're about to grind away. This seems like something that couldn't possibly go wrong. Hey, I can walk backwards faster than I can grind the piston down to parts.
Inventory
Useful
full.
to know. Right, oop, dropped a tube on the floor. There we go. Right, I'll pick that up. Doop.
God damn it.
Did I drop anything else? Oh, yeah, dropped some steel plate. Right, running out of parts again.
Yeah.
Health
Ow!
low.
Oh, spiders are back.
I don't have anything to defeat those. Oh, I do. I have a gun.
Yes, but I think you're out of ammo.
Not sure.
Unless you spawned with some. This is why we were trying to find magnesium earlier.
Yeah. It's gone. And it's back.
Yeah, no, it'll come back. Yeah, it'll come back, don't worry.
Now I'm out of ammo.
Run away! Yeah, yeah, they will chase you. They will quite happily chase you down. This is what is conventionally known as a small problem.
So you stay away from me.
I'm playing chicken with one at the moment.
If he's come near me, he's already tried it
Yep.
once. When he hit me, I cut him.
Yes, that is literally all you do, is you play chicken with them with a grinder.
Right, no, my health's critical. Can we run them over?
Unfortunately not. I mean, what we can do is we can just drive out of render range and then they'll disappear, but...
I'll get out of your way then.
How about we go and mine some more silver to finish the stream off?
Yeah, where's the silver? Do you remember where it was?
I've still got the GPS up.
Okay. I shall follow you then.
Cool.
I haven't driven the bike very much today, so...
No, let's go and get some more silver. Hope the spiders don't follow us.
I do like driving this thing.
It is a fun little vehicle. It took a little bit of finessing to get right. Because, well, it's not exactly conventional in the setup.
Yeah, it certainly isn't. The graphics and the physics on this game isn't set up to deal with two vehicles. How they handle.
No. There's a reason this thing is 6-wheel, technically.
Is that what those damper things are? They're actually tiny
Yeah, that's
wheels.
what... Yeah, they're 1x1 wheels on the little Outriders. They're 1x1 wheels with no propulsion, no friction. They're literally just casters.
Oh, okay.
That's the function they are replicating is a caster.
So what happens if you do it without them? What happens to it? Does it just fall over?
It falls over and spins round and round and round because one part of it will dig into the floor.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's not quite as steep as it looked. Looked for a second like we were about to find a cliff, but no, it's just the top of a ridge. I was about to say, I don't remember this when we came this way 5 minutes ago. Right, terrain gets a bit rough down here.
Cool. Uh-oh.
Did you make it?
I did. Apparently I've run out of fuel.
That's interesting. Does your hydrogen thing in the bottom say 0?
No.
Bottom right. Oh, weird. Oh, it might be moaning about your reactor that doesn't have any uranium in it.
I can't move any longer.
Oh no. Right. Go to your D-pad. Is your hydrogen engine on?
Which one's the hydrogen engine?
Let me come back and find you. It's the one on the left. I've just realised that your antenna's off because you don't have any power.
It may have been because I just flipped it as well.
Completely flipped it.
I rolled my bike.
Right, okay, so it may well be that you've actually broken your battery.
Where on earth am I? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm missing the trunk off the top of my bike.
You've probably broken your battery off then. That is a problem.
Yeah. Oh, and my repair kit thing is gone as well. Oh, I probably...
Right, you... Yes, you. It sounds like you have.
There's a big
I've
hole
just seen you though.
There's a big hole in the floor.
I'm just coming back to you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Right. Let's have a look. Roadside recovery time. What did we blow up? Looking like most of it. Oh, well, we've still got the cargo pod. That's something. The survival kit is there but damaged. That's not terrible. So your O2H2 generator's fine. Your survival kit is only off because you've got no power.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
your main loss up there is your battery.
Cool.
That's your main loss, is your battery. Unfortunately, you're also missing the backup power, which is your hydrogen engine.
Oh.
That is an issue, because we can't build power cells out here. We are going to have to build those back at base.
No
Let's check
fuel.
something. Yeah. If I put that back onto recharge, how long have we got on the backup battery? We've got just long enough. Oh, you extended your pistons, right.
I didn't do anything.
Something did. Right, you've got, hopefully, just enough power to get this back to base.
Okay.
This is why we have a backup battery on these. When you're moving, how much time does it say in the bottom right-hand corner?
About 20 minutes.
Ah, good, yeah, we'll have plenty of time to get back to base then.
Which one was the base? Lost my red marker.
It should be broadcasting. It should say 601st Antenna. It's about 4.5 kilometres just slightly right of the direction of travel.
So, I'll follow you.
Okay. I mean, that didn't work out great just now.
Yeah, but it's flat this way.
True. And people said I was crazy putting backup batteries on this vehicle. I think they've just saved your bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I deliberately hide backup batteries on most of my vehicles.
Oh, okay.
Purely for instances like this when you know, damage, break or otherwise destroy your main power. Bend a little bit right, it gets a bit rough there. Gentle slope. And weave between the hills. Let me know if I'm getting too far ahead, because I don't have a reliable antenna on you anymore.
I'm literally just to your 8 o'clock.
Wicked. Yeah, unfortunately one of the other things that you knocked off was the antenna.
Yeah.
Gentle slope. Whoa!
Don't
And
you
the
crash.
physics engine just took a break. That was weird. Yeah, 600 metres from home, I somehow spin out. Yeah, that would have been a perfect end to the stream, that would have.
I can see it.
We can indeed. Yeah, your new build makes it much easier to find home.
Yeah, now my marker comes up. Now I'm close.
Excellent. Right. Park it up and I'll get working on fixing it.
Oh, I see the little wheels now.
Yeah. Yeah, once you get it pointed out to you, you don't unsee it.
Yeah, I see. I understand how it works now.
You can actually use that trick with thrusters to make essentially sand skaters.
Okay.
So you use the little wheels to hold you off the ground and then zip along with the thruster at the back.
Well, that gives me bad ideas. Or good ideas,
I had a
depending on
feeling
your
it
point of view.
might. Indeed, right. Is there a projector on these? I don't think there is, because I think it's a pretty small design. Yeah, I didn't bother with a projector. So, let us get a battery going. Oh, apparently I've got the thing to start building a battery in my inventory. That's convenient.
It's almost like you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, if I knew it was going to happen, we'd have had an entire battery ready to go. We need one of those, and we need a hydrogen engine. You actually did alright, you only took out 2 blocks.
Cool.
That's all you managed to break. I am quite impressed. If you got it upside down enough to break those 2...
Oh, yeah, I completely rolled it. I
Yeah.
thought for a second I was going to get stuck.
Momentum probably saved you there.
Yeah.
Right. Woo! Yeah, we're having some lag fun.
Yeah.
While I'm fixing this, do you want to grind those last 2 piston down and put them into the base?
Plus 2 pistons.
on the drill.
Nothing there.
Fuel
Oh, pistons.
low.
Yeah, sorry, I'm stupid.
Fuel critical.
Right. Now the backup batteries onto recharge.
Do I have to grind the top
Reset up.
piston part as well?
Yep.
Where does it go? Does it go into my inventory?
Yeah. Battery. There it is. Charge on and off.
And where did you want me to
Cool.
put it?
Right. Just put the material into the base. There we go. Your vehicle should be back up and running. Yep. Just checking that nothing else is damaged. Nope, your tanks are full. Hydrogen engine is now filling up. That's now full. Excellent. Right. Vehicle restored to working order, and your emergency batteries put on recharge for if we ever need them again.
Yay! Right, should we go try this again?
Well, we've only got 4 minutes left of the stream,
Okay, so I shan't. I shall park up.
so possibly not.
But I
Possibly
will
not.
go and grab some steel plates then and see if I can make some more of this stuff.
Well, what I was going to suggest we do is decide what we're going to do with where we're going to put the drill for the base now.
Oh, okay.
Because we have two options really. We
Yes.
can either turn it so that it's now cutting into the mounting at this direction,
Yep.
or we can turn it so that it's going in that direction.
Oh,
Straight down.
You said the deeper you go, the better stuff we find.
It's not so much the better stuff you find necessarily. You still need to be over an ore patch to get decent ores, but the lower down the stone is, the higher the yield.
Okay.
So if we go for a downward one, we will take this conveyor tube out another 3 or 4,
hmm
and then turn it 90 degrees and just start going straight down.
Okay, we'll do that.
Cool. So if we get a couple of conveyor tubes going.
Where are they?
1, 2. Ooh. I go 1, 2, 3, and then a junction. Yeah, if I place, you weld. That easier?
Yeah.
If we go like that. Can into there.
Do-do-do.
Oh, come on, build planner. You can do it. Yeah, you can also fling me off the base, apparently. Yeah, all components successfully withdrawn for the junction.
Fuel low.
You got the bits for that last one?
No, not quite.
Fuel critical.
Okay. That was slightly disconcerting. My bike was very slowly sliding down the hill.
Did you have the brake on?
Yeah. Yeah, it was at such an angle that friction wasn't quite enough. Cool. And what we'll do is we'll just start digging downwards from there, really.
Do I need to clear a space out underneath it?
Possibly. Let me get a drill. We'll see how much room we need. Because if I can just somewhere attach a drill to that particular... If I can attach it to any face of this junction, I will. Oh, almost. Okay. Let's see how we do now. Oh, not quite. Not quite enough.
Inventory full.
Dump some stone. Of course, I'm carrying the materials for a drill at the minute as well, so... I was going to say, if we can just get this first one placed, it will clear out a large section of what we need cleared out. Got it! Right.
That's not doing anything.
It will do in just a second. Because I'm going to build a control seat so I can manually drive the drill.
Drive it?
Yeah, you'll see.
Does it not need a piston?
Well, it will do, but this is for temporary construction purposes. Drills have two functions, don't they? They have collect and they have just make massive hole.
Yes.
Make massive hole uses a much bigger space, but you can't just turn a drill on and get it to function that way.
Okay.
You have to do it from a control seat. So what I'm doing here is I am now taking manual control of the drill and left click. That should have cleared a bigger spot.
Just a little bit. Does it collect as
Right.
well?
No, that doesn't collect. That literally just destroys.
Okay.
So you have to be selective as to when you use that function of it.
Oh no.
But that should now have given us room to fit a piston in and then start digging down a bit more. Or more accurately, move the drill to below the conveyor and then do the same trick. And then attach the piston.
So it's going to need to go a bit lower. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, all I'm doing is using this to create the area that we build the drill on. Little bit of a waste of resources, but at the same time also much, much faster. Ready for it?
Yep. Yeah.
Should be another decent area hollowed out.
Yep.
Cool. So, we now
Fuel.
lock the drill off. Oh. Oh, this is going to be a problem.
What's that?
Fuel critical.
I may have run out of jetpack fuel.
Oh.
This is fine.
Just longer. You could just go down there.
You can't get back up the other side. Or did you mean all the way out the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was quite thin up there. Remember, kids, always leave yourself a way out of the gigantic hole you've just dug. Anyway. Right, let's whack a piston on that. We'll get the basics of this in tonight and then we'll have to call it, because school day tomorrow and all that. Ah, it's raining.
It's only me.
Okay, right. Well, if nothing else, it's quite an effective area for collecting the stuff you mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to be able to put a drill on the end of that?
Hopefully. Bigger issue is I have an entire inventory full of stone. Right. And was also about to run out of jetpack fuel.
Again.
Again. No, I don't want the piston, I want the drill. Ooh, I also want my ankle not to do that again. Right. Right, oh, stop mining for a second, because those bits you're mining out actually block placing the drills.
Do they? I'll come and collect them.
Yeah, all those little pebbles will block the drill placement. I managed to get that one in. But it is, looks like it is only the centre that we can place a drill in at the moment. We don't quite have enough clearance to get them on any of the other sides, so
That's fine.
let's...
That'll probably change in a moment.
Yes. Yes, it will. I'm running this in collection mode this time.
There's very little hole.
Well, yeah, well, that's what I said, I'm running in collection mode right now. So I'm going to let it collect what it can, and then once it stops collecting stuff, I'll give it a quick squirt of destroy mode.
Okie dokie.
Just
Okay.
so we can get those pistons in. Or drills in, I should say. Actually, can we... Okay, I'm just looking at the time. We are going to need to finish in a second. So, this is a project we will be coming back to next week, by the looks of it.
Cool.
So, let's turn that off. Part of your going into the fridge routine now is to hit the button outside of your fridge to turn the projector off.
Is it that
And if you
button?
turn that off, yeah, if you click that button and then go and have a look at your,
Hang on.
you will have to hit the actual button, not the screen.
Which one's the actual button? Oh, that there. Right, I see.
Yep. Right, and now you can come and see just how much of your construction has been fabricated
Oh, I've done a fair amount.
without. That's a pretty good going for a well hour and a half session
Yeah.
of the actual building.
Considering, you know, half of it's the heavy armour, which took up so much more
Yeah.
steel.
Yes, yes, so much more steel. But yeah, we will continue this mayhem and madness next time.
Yes. I'm going into my cryo chamber. I'm going to go to sleep.
Excellent. I am now saving the game. Now you're in your cryo chamber. Well, as always, Tom, thank you for joining me.
No, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And we shall continue this next week.
Yes. Hopefully get that done and we can get more resources in and get some more of my big beast of a machine. That isn't apparently a big beast of a machine.
It'll be fine.
So yeah.
It will be fine. Excellent. Right, well, thank you very much. I am going to wrap the stream up there. Thank you all for joining us. I hope it was entertaining, and if you want to join us again, I will be back Wednesday and Tom will be back joining me on Sunday.
Yep.
Alright. Bye for now.